In this video I'm going to demonstrate the function of this Canon AE1 program 35mm SLR. This camera is the AE1 program model, as you can see here. This is the updated version of the original AE1. This one is introduced 1981, the original in 1976, and the update for this one consists primarily of the addition of a program mode which allows the camera to set a good combination of both shutter speed and aperture if you like that level of automation. Otherwise, you do have the ability to shoot manually or with the camera's shutter priority operation. So what I'm going to do is I've turned it on here, and we're just going to listen to the shutter a little bit. We can hear that the shutter sounds very healthy. It doesn't have that characteristic squeal that so many of these Canons have when found today. And if I remove the lens and we look inside, it looks pretty nice there. A little bit of dust right there, we'll take that out. We'll just step down through at shutter speeds of 1,000th down through 2 seconds and listen to how they sound. 1,000th, 1/500th, 1/250th, 1/125th, 1/60th, 1/30th, 1/15th, 1/8th, 1/4th, 1/2, 1 full second, and 2 full seconds. And then there's the bulb setting, which allows the shutter to stay open and the lens stop down, if on there, as long as I hold the button down. And so with that we can just look inside the mirror box and see that it all looks good. We're seeing straight through to the pressure plate inside the camera, and I release and that's done. So the shutter on this camera is working very nicely. The lens itself, very nice smooth focus. It has the nice clicks on its aperture ring, and it also has the locking A position for use with the automatic features of this camera. It mounts properly. If we take it off the automatic setting and just set it at F22, there's a stop down preview button over here. And we can see that that works. The camera has to be caught. So that's working well. And that proves that the aperture blades are very quick on this lens. So that's nice. If we go around the back here, this one has a rubber eye cup. These are removable. You can take it off if you don't like it. It's a little bit misshapen, and that's very common. Often these are very stiff. This one is still pliable, and so maybe it can be formed back to the right shape, but it just gives a nice little cushion and blocks the light around your eye, allows you to see better. We can see here the ASA setting works properly here, and as we saw here, the shutter speed dial has nice clicks on all the settings. We didn't test the timer, so let's do that. Here's the lock position and then the self-timer position. And here we hear it beeping, and it will start beeping at a little faster rate when it gets close to when it's going to take the picture. And there it did. So the self-timer works. And let's open up the back and look inside. Here we see the cloth shutter, and the shutter curtains look nice and clean and nice and firm and tight. Everything looks good about that. We see the film transport over here is working nicely. Very nice smooth stroke on the film advance lever. Over here on the back, the pressure plate looks fine. Door edges on this feel really nice and clean. I don't feel any residue on there. You know, light seal material, it doesn't feel sticky, what I can touch, so it all looks very good. I would say this camera is ready to go. And so we'll close the back, closes nicely. The rewind crank is in good condition and stows properly. We look on the bottom, a little bit of scuffing, the usual around the tripod sockets is probably mounted on there a little bit. A little bit of scuffing. I noticed a little bit of scuffing here, probably from the strap lug rubbing up against there. The other thing we should look at that's kind of important on this model is the little battery door. And the AE1 program features this little what they call the action grip. These are often missing. They only fit on the AE1 program and the A1. They don't fit on the original AE1. And so this little piece is often missing. And the thing that you want to look at is this battery door. This one is in very nice condition. These are often broken, so that's why I wanted to take that off. And if we open it up, the latch is in good condition. It's got a battery in it. I'm going to leave this battery with the camera. It seems to power it. I don't know how old it is or how long it has been in here, but it seems just fine for the moment. You can see the door latch is closed, opens up nicely. So that's a good thing, because those doors are often broken. And let's just slide the action grip back on, and then you just tighten it down with this little screw. Sometimes it helps to use a penny in the slot, and there it is. And I don't have an original Canon lens cap for this, but what I'm putting with it is this Sunpack brand new, I mean, it's old stock, but it looks like it's never been used. It's a 52mm lens cap that fits on there. It's got a little elastic strap that if you want to, you can put it around your lens, and then the cap is always with you, and when you want to put it away, you put the cap on. So that's a nice look at this Canon AE1 program 35mm camera. It seems to be in nice functional condition, and I wanted to demonstrate that for you here. Should also point out it's got an original Canon branded strap as well.